Hello everyone and welcome into BFME 2 patch 1.09 HD edition. Today I got Forza Isen for you, Forza Isen 2, and it's going to be clan war between the Looter Master playing as Dwarf and his opponent. It's going to be D random. It's a great day. It's a great day to be alive. I got my cup of coffee over there, and we together will be watching this great replay. I saw the comments. It got to be decent. Okay, so we got Palantir used by random as he's going for Uruk Pit and the Furnace first. So it seems that he's going to rush his opponent with Uruk-hais, indeed. Why the Looter Master decides to go for 4 mine shafts. And has he choose the power point? Yes, it is going to be rallying call. So no defense here. 4 mine shafts in the beginning. We'll see how it goes. Early rush against really late barrack build order. Oh, that's going to be archer range. That's weird. We got another builder over there. That's maybe a barrack. The racks for goblins. And there it is, Hall of Warriors. Some random will spot it out. He's going for pikes, he would like to creep. He doesn't saw this. But when he realized that it's 4 mineshafts into archer range and the Hall of Warriors, it's going to be really weird for him. So we got pikes and the axe throwers, really good combination and really good macro near this mineshaft. I got to tell you that I was playing yesterday with Looter Master and he surprised me with Troll Rush. Really nicely done. There was nothing that I could do. Done definitely almost like perfectly with the builder control. So we got running call into the battalion of axe throwers, but the repositioning of the Uruk-hais allowed them to pick up the mineshaft without any losses actually. In the meantime, on the side of random, he's creeping the left side Warkler. He's going also for Work Riders because he realized that there will be axe throws, but of course pikes are here as well. And let's see if they're gonna kill the battalion of Uruk-hais. They got the shield formation and oh, it may not happen. We'll see. Oh, that was so close, but not enough. The mineshaft is still on the air. Pikes were able to creep the Warkler, receiving level 2, receiving the experience and getting the treasures. It will allows random to almost get the Work Riders as fast as possible. Actually, he got enough resources for the Work Riders right away. But there is the counterattack. The Dwarf is moving out. He doesn't have running call. He used the running call before for the axe throwers. Is he going to pop out more units? Yes, more pikes, more axe throwers. So this is the combination of units that we will sell from the Looter Master. Really good an eye on the Furnace. Not allowed the opponent to destroy it. Not allow opponent to get more and more power points. But the other mineshaft is going down. There is nothing that will help Looter Master to destroy this work pit. Is he going to be able to do it? Pikes first. There is another tower expansion for random. As this work pit is going down, really good micro from both sides. But nonetheless, the axe throwers has been killed over there in the back. But the work pit will be taken down in the rallying call for almost no units. Only this pike battalion is going to be used over there, but the work pit has been destroyed by the dwarven player, and now he's heading towards the middle Warkler to creep. He got almost 3 power points, moving forward with mineshafts. This is really important. about Isengard at the moment. Almost 5 power points because of creeping, because of destroying the mineshafts, because of a really good harassment early on. There is a Pantheon being used again. There are 5 power points for Isengard player as well. Both the players are creeping respectively their middle warblers to receive more treasures out of this. And it seems that Isengard is moving forward with furnaces towards the middle. Is he going to grasp the treasures? Yes, it seems that Dwarf was able to figure it out. There is glowing on the battlefield for the Dwarven player. Master is doing really decent job over there. But his opponent got the work pit on the north side, not near the base. Sneaky Isengard player. A really good save on the mineshaft. We'll see if he'll be able to save another mineshaft as well. With the assist of Work Riders over there, they are dealing pretty good damage with the whole ability. This mineshaft is low on health, easy to be grasped. There are no yet 5 power points for Dwarves, so there will be no rebuild. And we'll see how it goes. Is he going to be able to save this mineshaft? This low on health mineshaft, is there will be a slam attack towards Works to kill a couple of them, or the mineshaft is going down. We'll see in a couple of seconds. Level 2 for Gloin, and the mineshaft is still standing strong over there. The Isengard army is getting scarier and scarier. He got as well northern side over there taken by the 2 furnaces and of course the work pit. And there is no counterattack. There got to be some counterattack from the Dwarven side. There is a slam ability towards the Urukais, but the mineshaft may stay alive, but it's going to be low on health. Level 4 for the Gloin, so he received the Shake Foundation. There are no units in production for Dwarven player. He got resources. Maybe he is waiting for Gloin or Dane in this point. King Dane, really good assist hero, leadership hero that you would like to use if you got units. As we can see, Dwarven player doesn't have that much units. 550 command points to be filled by this player. He got all the resources for some heroes, and we'll see how he's going to use it. There are also banner carries on the fortress, so the heroes are cheaper, and the fortress get his troops leadership. We got 5 power points also for Dwarf, while the Isengard player hitting for the 8, and he is still trying to do much more damage than getting damage. He's still trying to harass the opponent. We got 700 command points for him to be filled. Work pit and the Uruk pit. Also we see lures on the battlefield still on level 1. On level 4 it's going to be something. Mineshaft has been cancelled over there, and this mineshaft maybe as well. We'll see how well Gloin is going to deal with Urukais. There will be slam. Oh, really bad slam, killing only 4 Urukais. That's not something that you would like to do at this point. And there is the counterattack also by the Master on the left side with the war chant, or rather running call on those units. They're going out of the running call, so they get to get only their normal damage. 8 power points though for Master. He got 400 command points, 400 field with the units. He cannot get more at the moment. He's losing another mineshaft on the northern side, but he deploy units over there, and he will take care about the Urukais and the furnace over there. He's trying to make more and more. The builder is going back, trying to be saved over there. The lures is trying to level up to level 2. Urukais on the way. Urukais though were not able to pick up the mineshaft, but there is the Whitesman of Dawnland attack with the work attack with whole ability, but there is counter Hobbit Alliance, and so Random decided to go up and pick up any kind of treasures and resources out of the destruction of buildings. The mineshaft is going to stay strong. The first mineshaft that Dwarf was able to create, some firecrackers are flying over there, killing the Whitesman of Dawnland, so the archer range for Master is going to stay here. In the meantime, Random receiving level 3 for his lures. He is retreating his units as well near the fortress, trying to pick up more and more pieces over there. On the north, there are armies of Dwarf dealing damage, but at least Master was forced on to summon the Hobbit Alliance, so this is at least what saves Isengard player over there. There is Gimli on the battlefield, Gloina as well, level 5 for him. So here going full heroes without command points, although for Gludar Master, as we can see, he's going to lose another mineshaft. There is no rebuild, 4 power points at the moment for him, there is not enough for rebuild. Lures is completely out of position, there are no units nearby him actually, and the work but on the level on this right side is going to be crept by the 2 heroes, almost level 2 for Gimli, very important thing. There are 5 power points also, and there may be a heal, there may be a rebuild. We'll see how it's going to be. Oh, the mineshaft has been actually saved over there, and there will be a heal. Still no level 4 on the lure, so he cannot use his cripple ability, and I don't think so that he would like to do it while there are 2 heroes on full level, Gloin and Gimli. More and more troops for the Isengard player. He also trying to receive some more power points, 7 power points at the moment, going for the wall hubs to try to wall this side, the southern side of the map. Nice idea. And as we can see, he's still constantly pressuring his opponent, dealing with the army, dealing with the heroes, trying to avoid any conflicts, any dangerous directly. Some towers expansions has been through by Dwarf. It means that he spends at least 700 resources over there. And how about the Isengard? Isengard still pop out more works, more Uruk-hais on the battlefield, and nothing else. There will be axe throw, there is level 3 for Gimli, there may be a slam, there will be a lip as well. And so we got the helmet for the Gloin, so it means that he received level 6, and Gloin received level 4 out of this. In the meantime, Lur's also level 4, this is really important for him to cripple the opponent, to use the carnage on the opponent's hero. He's still constantly pressuring his opponent using the far side, or rather the Palantir, to increase the speed and also the range. Still a really decent micro by Gludar Master. With those heroes he can deal a really good amount of damage. There will be a cripple towards Gloin to stop him from moving, but definitely Gludar Master needs more and more units. Axro been used again over there. Definitely this Gloin is trying to receive level 5. Slayer is the ability that you are aiming for as the Dwarven player. As for the Isengard, lots of furnaces. There will be another Uruk pit near the base of the Isengard, near his fortress. He's going with more and wall hubs over there to not allow Dwarf to get away. We got heal though for Dwarven player. There was a lip, and Slayer mode is available. I think he may be able even to pick up this lures if he would like to, because crippled has been used already, but there is counter attack on this left side over there. Almost level 7 Gimli is over here with some pikes as well, and his leadership. There is no running call, but we got heal for heroes. More and more towers will be through over there, and we see how it goes. It's really good scary attack. The Gloin, the Lures got to be back. There is a Slayer onto the fortress, and we see how it goes. Running call had been used as well. Pikes trying to secure the heroes. There will be a slam attack as well, taking down 2 expansion towers. K-Bats appeared as well. There we get Weizman of Dalan defensively. Shoulder Hammer and Shake Foundation as well. And Gimli is out of the Slayer mode. He's dealing all normal damage. There is a heal. Is it going to be enough? I think yes. Random is going to lose his fortress, and we got almost lip. Almost lip. Oh, lip been used actually. That's weird. Nice bug actually, and shouldn't happen. But so lip works out, and I think that lure has been killed over there, or I'm mistaken. I cannot see lures, or I'm blind. No, indeed, there is no lures. So Isengard losing the hero, losing the fortress at this point of the game. That's kind of scary. But he gets still 900 combined points. There is plenty of them. And the wall hop over there. The wall hop that doesn't work at all, for now at least. So Random is going for 3 Uruk pits to be able to put up the pressure towards his opponent, to be able to stack him into his base. And as we can see, Master only 600 command points he will receive after this matchup came to life over there, so he got to rebuild himself. Also, he got a fortress, he got Man of Dale, he got Hobbit Alliance available, Running Call will be available in a short time, but definitely he needs to receive back the heroes, he needs to do some more damage, and of course leveling up Gimli to level 10 because he is closer and closer to receive it. At the moment level 7 for Gloin, Gimli level 5 and Slayer mode really important. But definitely Master need more resources and more command points, more resources, more command points, more units on the battlefield. 300 at this point, it's almost like nothing. Of course, he got the power points, really important power points, really powerful power points if he is facing infantry units. But you need something more. There are Hobbit Alliance summoners, we can see, to support the 2 battalions of axe throwers and the pikes. So we got to use lots of power points in order to sustain. And of course, Man of Dale as well. 5 power points for him at the moment. Maybe some rebuild could be useful actually if you put them in constant dangerous over there. And as we can see, the infantry units of random are going to be scary. They're going away. Let's check the amount of resources that we got for the random, the Isengard player. We got almost 5k resources, so it's going to be fortress for sure. 17 power points as well, waiting to be used after the fortress kick in. The work pit been scouted by the Dwarven player and is going to fall down for sure, but there are no units. Only 200 command points actually for the Dwarven player. It's not much. He need more builders, he need more stuff over there. Much had been thrown down over there. Then there is this fortress just appeared and this matchup may change a lot of things over there if he only deploy the heroes or units over there near the fortress, if it's going to be completed. And we got Golem on the battlefield. Most of the time on the Clan Wars matches you will not be able to find out the Golem on the battlefield because it's rather out of rules. You are not able to go for Golem and Ring Hero in the Clan Wars. So we shouldn't allow the Golem over there. It's a mistake. And now Dwarf will realize, okay, you got the fortress over there, you're going for the fortress on this side of the map. I got to be careful. I can destroy it. I got the mineshaft, I got the builder over there also. But it seems that Dwarf is moving forward, destroying the furnaces, getting more and more command points. This is important, but he should realize that there is his builder. He delayed the mineshaft, but he's not going to rely on the builder, it seems. He should be able to see this fortress actually with the range of the builder, but he's still moving out over there. Well, he's doing it because there are the production buildings, there are the furnaces on level 3, the most important furnaces that the random received, and he would like to take them down before taking down the fortress. The builder been killed over there, but I think the dwarf realized that his opponent received the fortress and he got a large amount of units, and actually the Men of Dale disappear in the wrong time. That's the worst time that could even be. Over there, 15 power points for Dwarven player. But as we can see, lots of lumber mills actually for the Isengard player. There is Gimli back on the battlefield, but there are no units. There are no units for Master. He doesn't have actually lots of resources. Also 600 command points at the moment, while his opponent is still waiting on 600 as well. But we got to remember that he got those 2 lumber mills. Maybe it's not much at the moment, but still let's give him something. The fortress for the random is back on the battlefield. Lots of units, lots of infantry units for him as well. Maybe some battle wagons here could be useful, but of course Master got to be careful about those pikes over there. The most important, the most powerful pikes on the game. We haven't seen Gimli yet. Gloin on the battle. We are waiting for Gloin. We saw the Gimli on the battlefield though. There'll be more furnaces for the Dwarven player and the Isengard player. Dwarf should do the same. expand, 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 and also getting more and more units on the battlefield. Not only infantry units, maybe switch in the composition. There is the undermined dwarven builder been killed over there, and Gimli is in Gloin is back on the battlefield. As we can see, he's almost on level 8. There are lots of units. They're trying to just destroy the base of dwarven player, and this is really scary. You need to get rebuilds in this point of the game when you're constantly in pressure. And I don't think so that the random will get back home with this large army or this one. There is a rallying code to get the boost, but we got a fortress for the random. There will be a slum, maybe level 8.5, almost level 9. This is really nice slum over there by the dwarven hero, and I think the infantry units are going down. They're going back level 8, 9 for the Gloin, but still more units got to be here, more mineshafts as well. Maybe dwarven reaches later on, but definitely a rebuild could be useful. You don't need to go straight for the 25 power points if you don't have resources and you know that you got to wait a bit. So Gloin and Gimli are moving forward, both the heroes actually, so the furnaces will go down. Level 10 almost for the Gloin, and the Shadowhammer will be great. Nice lip, but couldn't get anything over there. Really good micro by random over there, using the S button from doing it. There are the bats. The axe throw has been used as well. Lots of units for the Isengard player over there. So the dwarven hero Gimli got to retreat near the Gloin over there. At least he's on level 9. He could definitely level up to level 10, receiving the Shadowhammer and destroy this entire army. So we got this Gloin with Shadowhammer. He's going definitely to use it. There is no cripple, nothing else, and we see units flying. Yes, indeed. All those units are dead or low in health. And now, as we can see, there is a devastation and a fury of fire by the Isengard player, but he's losing units. He got to rebuild them. Of course, he is able to do it by those 3 Uruk pits. There is, of course, lures on the battlefield, level 4 for him. And yes, Isengard got to do Dwarf got to do something, because his Isengard opponent going full echo at the moment, with more and more lumber mills, with the devastation, and that's kind of scary. It means that Isengard is switching the technology over there, switching the PowerPoint's path, which is really important for him, in really good actually. Hobbit Alliance will be summoned as well over there. That's kind of weird. And Rallying Call will be used. Actually, got this many units in one pack when the Uruks are not going to fight with you. It's not the greatest idea, because now this army is out of any leadership because the Rallying Call been used. But we got 17 power points, 1k resources, but Dwarf needs to get more builders, get the map control. Actually, this is what Dwarf is known for, to receive the map control, to pressure the opponent all the time, and to be able to put up a really good fight, hand-to-hand combat. Because if you're getting into the Dwarf, you can go. If you fight with the Dwarf and you are not moving out, you're not trying to avoid them, you're going to lose, definitely, in this point of the game. When those units receive the rallying called Men of Dale over there, those lumber mills may go down as well. Really important lumber mills, even if you're not looking at that like that. The fortress for random is going back, as we can see, with Towers expansions trying to protect itself. 22 power points at the moment for the Dwarven player. He is heading towards tier 4 power points, which is an earthquake. And the lumber mills are going down. Definitely the random don't want to cancel them or delay them and save some resources, because they get his time. It gives him time to retreat, to protect the base. We can see that there is a Gloin over there. He doesn't have Shadowhammer yet, but all the other abilities, Slam and Shake Foundation, is already here. Furnace on level 3. This lumber mill may go down. And almost 25 power points for the Dwarven player. And the furnace on level 3 is going down. There will be a Uruk pit on in the back. But there is a Lurs. Lurs is back and he's trying to cripple the Gloin. He'll be able to do it. There is no Shadowhammer. 25 power points, 26 power points for the Dwarven player. How about the Isengard? Isengard just received 6 power points. There will be no Shake Shadowhammer used because there is not available. And there is level 6 for the Lurs right away. Leadership and the Pelash ability. I'm really like this full echo build. Fury of Fire, Fuel of Fire, Whitesman of Damat, and Devastation. That's something that I like to see out of the Isengard. And Dwarf is moving forward. Dwarf shouldn't move forward over there, to be honest. There's only Gloin on this in this army. Gimli in this army, you cannot deal much of the damage over there. There is also the Fort Works on level 2, so and Men of Dale may be over there as well. So that's nice. What kind of power point we got? Earthquake after the Undermined, and there is no rebuild yet. No rebuild for Dwarf. He doesn't care about his base. He's getting into the matchups one year and the other. There is the Undermined. Creeping was here with the Trawler at last. And there are more and more troops, but there are not enough. Not enough. And using of the rallying call isn't going to be it. There is an Earthquake. Earthquake dealing almost no damage to the units, but definitely scare them a bit. There is a Devastation to stop the units. Gimli on the fort with Slayer mode. There is a heal available. Wise Man of Daland will be summoned. There are no hobbits or Men of Dale to be summoned over there. Is this fortress going down, or the random is going to save it? There is a heal. Is a heal going to be used? Yes, indeed. But is it enough to destroy the fortress? No. Fortress is standing here. Axfor is trying to end this job, but it's not enough for them also. And the random save his fortress, kills the Gloin, receiving the resources out of the Pillage, and is able to push back. Look at the resource count, he already spent them. There is another Uruk pet on the north. At the north actually, and the Salmon Undermined is going down. More and more berserkers on the battlefield now. Definitely the random don't want to lose this fortress. It may actually end this game if he end up without this fortress. He's still trying to recreate his economy status. He doesn't have that much units. The Lurs is not that effective against two heroes, which are Gimli and Gloin. There will be siege hammers, so Dwarf is going full siege over there. Maybe after that we'll see some battle wagons. 17 power points for the Isengard player, and now he's moving forward. Now he's going to deal pressure, deal damage, get himself more lumber mills, I assume, as well in the near future, because you definitely would like to boost your economy with the Fuel of Fire. It's a really, really nice power point. We got Gloin on the battlefield, but there is no Undermined. He cannot get here within the instance. Two Berserkers, really good splash damage over there. This is why they're getting into the matchup than destroying them. Gloin over there. He may be crippled. Oh, he's going away, but the builder maybe catch and kill the other one as well. 20 power points for Isengard. He's still put up with the pressure over there. Pressure is the opponent. Killing the builders also. There will be a wall hub, and there is another builder, and he's in dangerous as well. Oh my god, the dwarf got to create something. Maybe some wall hubs. Maybe definitely he wants to create a match-out, but is he going to be able to do it? This builder is going down. The other builder is still standing strong over here, and there is the Hashadar hammer that we just haven't seen. Lures will cripple the hero and trying to get away with Carnage ability. Destroy the... Yes, he was able to destroy the battle wagon, but now he got to get away. He used the heal already. He cannot fight it. Or maybe there is no heal? There was a heal. There was a heal for the Dwarven player, but Dwarf is going to lose the hero, and Lurs is going to stay here. Lurs is here to stay. Man of Dale is summoned, been forced to be summoned. Another builder in dangerous, and Dwarf is losing the ground. Dwarf is losing the map control that he never has. Fortress for random is going to rebuild itself. He's getting tougher and tougher, getting more and more resources, and he's better economically, trying to get more units also. It's definitely not looking that bad for Isengard player. But he got to be careful. He's trying to go for ballista over here to destroy the wall hub. There is a running call all to the Hobbit Alliance. Are they enough to take down the fortress? There are Crabines for the Isengard and Berserker with a splash damage. Heal available for the Isengard player, but he's going to use it on the Hobbits. Are they able even to destroy the fortress? Crabines has been used, so no more buff for the Hobbit Alliance, and so the fortress is standing still. And 2 power points for Dwarf been used. He got a wall hub, but is he going to be able to create more walls and maybe the catapult expansion? I don't think so. There is already expansion, ballista expansion onto the fortress of Isengard. He will be able to pick up the wall hubs for sure. There is the mineshaft in the back also, and the undermine is almost ready, but there are no units, completely no units for the Isengard, for the Dwarven player. He spent all the resources onto the heroes, and he got nothing at the moment. A Wildsman of Davenant summon in the back to kill the builder, to destroy the mineshaft, and I don't think so that anything will appear out of this mineshaft. There is another counterattack. Isengard is trying to pressure his opponent so much. Lure is almost level 10. Undermined ready for the Dwarven player. How about the Isengard? 21 power points. He's going for the 25 power points, tier 4 powers. There will be walls, but those walls will be destroyed, and so it's a waste of the resources for the Dwarven player. And he doesn't have lots of resources. He doesn't have lots of command points. He doesn't have Dwarven riches though. And there is a Gloin. Is he going to be enough? Maybe if he's getting into the mineshaft and getting to build and create the undermine over there near the base of the opponent, he may be able to pick up the fortress then. Gimli back on the battlefield, but still the fortress isn't dangerous. The siege works has been destroyed, and how is he going to be? There is the undermine, and Gimli and Gloin will be there fighting with the fortress of the opponent. Isengard is trying to move back and save the fortress. And there is Gimli, there is Gloin with a Slayer already. First Tea of Blood, but Devastation stopped their movement for a couple of seconds. That will allow Isengard to get here. Maybe he will save the fortress also. 25 power points. This is definitely what the random is aiming for. Oh no, Gloin is moving out of position, and he will get crippled. No, entire army also for the Isengard player has been crushed by the Shadowhammer. And the Lurs is low on health, got to retreat, will receive yet axe throw. But he's still on the game, still alive, without the fortress, getting enough resources for the fortress though. He'll be able to pick up those heroes. Is it going to be Shake Foundation? And Uruk-pit may go down. Gloin is still trying to fight Gimli as well. Good pickup here by Gludamaster killing Lurs. But he'll not be able to save his hero. Gimli got to be killed. He was able to pick up the Uruk-pit though. Nicely done. He needs more and more units on the battlefield, which he's working for. He got 10 power points, maybe for Dwarven riches. More resources, more resource buildings also. As for the Isengard, he's going to recreate his fortress. He got enough resources. He already spent them. There will be a fortress in the north at the moment. And we'll see how it goes. Definitely the Isengard got the entire map control. And he is aware about it, but he cannot fully recover all the time. His opponent all the time is constantly trying to destroy him, and is able to do it. 2 fortresses gone already. But the dwarf as well. A low on economy thing. He got those heroes, those really important heroes, those really powerful heroes. He got the power points. But if Isengard will be allowed to get back the fortress and stay in the game for a little longer, he's going to win. Fury of Fire, Fuel of Fire, White Span of Downland, and Devastation. Those are the power points that I really like in Isengard games. To boost the economy, but you definitely need to get back your fortress. And this is what the random is trying to achieve. In the meantime, trying to go with more and more Uruk pits to constantly pressure the opponent. And that was me coughing. The Uruk pit on the north is going down, and we'll see if fortress is going to stay here. 5 power points though for Gludermaster. Lots of lumber mills for the random. He needs them. With the Fury of Fire he can deal lots of damage. The builder may be catch and killed over here. No wall hub will be for down. But the Uruk-hais definitely will be killed. So there was a cancellation onto the fortress. The random known that he is not able to create here a castle. And there is the really important delay onto the fortress of the Isengard. He is still trying to constantly pressure the opponent, keep him at bay. But as we can see, it's almost not working. Lots and lots of Uruk-hais, lots and lots of Uruk pits just to get more units on the battlefield. Trying to keep the opponent in bay, trying to lower his economic status. Dwarven riches already kicking in on the mineshaft on level 3. The most impressive, the most important mineshaft. Maybe even this troll will be here to be grasped for her with the treasures. Builder for the Isengard has been killed after creating the wall hub. Wall hub is not going to be cancelled. And Isengard still trying to put up really good pressure, even the Corsairs from an end, to just keep the opponent in his fortress, keep him in bay. But it's going to be really hard. Gloin is moving forward, Gimli is moving forward, Undermine is ready, almost enough time for Earthquake, and more power points for the Dwarven player. And it's really hard for Isengard. He needs this fortress back. He's trying to recreate this fortress over there into the south. Is it going to be enough? So we got Undermined and Hobbit Lion Summon. Really good axe throw though towards the Warg Riders, lower the health and killing half of the battalion. But Dwarf got to recreate himself. 15 power points at the moment. Of course, those power points definitely helps him and boost everything for him, but he needs his own economic status to get back on the field. He needs 1k combined points over there. We got Gloin also on the battlefield, so definitely Isengard is not going to fight with this monster. Getting more and more power points is fine and cool, but you need something more. You need just more and more troops, more and more command points, and Isengard is doing great job over there, not allowing the dwarf to move forward with mineshafts, keeping him bay, dealing more damage, so the dwarf cannot expand. Gloin chilling out over there, which shouldn't be done. Fortress is back, and this is important. Fortress for the random is back, so we got Fuel of Fire, those really important abilities, and also the Salmon Dragon. There is a Cloud Break though for the Dwarven player, and there will be a Shudder Hammer. And down goes the Shudder Hammer, and some mineshafts over there. The Ram is trying to take down the wall hubs. Of course, it will be possible, but the siege work is going down. King Dane on the battlefield also. So fully hero build, but more mineshafts, man. You need more mineshafts. This is something that you lack of. So the Isengard got this Salmon Dragon to kill heroes. We can see that King Dane is moving forward, trying to receive level up. Really good support hero, level 3 at the moment with his leadership. Maybe on level 4 the might range over there as well. Those power points are really good, and Stubborn Pride also. Maybe we'll sell all those power points in use later on. Definitely also King Dane is leveling up pretty quickly, but you definitely need some units over there near him. And this is something that Dwarf doesn't possess. Dwarf doesn't possess the army. Oh, summon dragon! It's going to be Black Dragon. Gimli is trying to get away. Is he going to be able to do it with Slayer? For sure. Is he going to use Slayer and move around? He saw the wall hubs over there. Okay, so I guess not. So Gimli is dead. Shouldn't be dead, but he's dead. And down goes Gimli. Gimli, yeah, right, Gimli. Gloin is still kicking ass over there. At least he forced the dragon on the territory of the Isengard. And how about King Dane? King Dane is still kicking ass over there. Definitely first thing that you would like to pick are those Warg Riders. Indeed, kill the Warg Riders first and then think about the Corsairs. They're not dealing that much damage and you even can splash damage them. Okay, so King Dane is going to stay alive here. He's low on health, but there is a heal. A level 6 already for him. This is nice. There is a heal. So he is leveling up like crazy. And we got almost... I think that's going to be another 25 power point. For the dwarf, it's going to be Citadel. 22 power points for random. He's not using them yet. There is the Undermined. Oh, take down the Wargs. Dwarven Reach is available. Okay, I think the King Dane is going down, but receiving level 6, that's nice. Okay, so he's going down. Whitesman of Dalan been summoned. Gimli is back. Running continues on the Men of Day. There are Crab Eyes. And there got to be lures. Yes, indeed, there is lures with his crippled. There is no heal. So the Gimli is gone. Gloin is gone over there. He can get away. A little bit more resources for the Isengard forces. And still pressuring the Dwarven player. Getting himself 3 Uruk pits because he can. He just needs those Uruk pits to pressure the opponent. He got really good power points and he utilized them as best as possible, I assume. And there will be a Watcher and another 15 power points for the Isengard player. Nicely done, pick up the Mineshafts, maybe even a Builder. Although Dwarf got enough resources for the wall hub. Undermined and Earthquake available for the Dwarven player, but no units at all. And not really command points that he can use. There are no more Mineshafts, he's constantly in pressure. Isengard is putting really good pressure even after losing those 2 fortresses. And now with the armory, he already researched the heavy armor and forge blades, getting himself 3 Uruk pits over there. That's incredible, and I think that will benefit the Isengard player. He got an N. He can also create some Corsairs that are going to deal damage towards the resource buildings. And it's looking really dangerous for the Dwarven player, even with those heroes that he doesn't have yet now, because their time of rebuild is long as hell on those levels, like level 10 and level 6 or 7 for the King Dane. Oh, a little bit of Miss Micro. Lurs is trying on his own, taking down the Archer range. But he rethinks the idea. There is a heal. And Isengard, the Dwarven player cannot get anywhere. The devastation been used to just catch the builder. Hobbit Lions will be used, and there will be a Mineshaft. There is also the running call for the Hobbits. And the Axe Throwers plus Pikes. But it's not that easy, it seems. It's not that easy. 23, 24 power points, 20 power points for Isengard, so they're almost equal in power points, I got to say. But in command points, 400 for 1000 command points for the Isengard player, and there is the Isengard that we are talking about, fully industrialized Isengard player. Water been used to deal some damage. And there are heroes for the Gludar Master, the most important, the most pinnacle role they're playing in his gameplay. Work Riders with upgrades. It's not looking that good for the for the Dwarf at the moment. He doesn't have units. He used the summon of hobbits already. Undermined Cloudbreak almost. Even Citadel may be here, and an Earthquake. He got to play it smart. He got to finish it at the moment. He got to take down the fortress actually, because if it's going to stay like that, it's going to be just harder and harder. Shadow Hammer will be used, dealing some damage to a couple of units actually. The Isengard don't really care about. He can definitely rebuild them. Now he is going for the Uruk Pedal level 2. But he can easily rebuild them. There is the counter attack also. Isn't going to be enough. There is an earthquake. Work Riders are getting back into the battlefield near the base. There'll be a Whitesman of Diamond summon. Work Riders getting into the pikes a little bit, but Gloin is going back. Gloin got to retreat. There is the Citadel. Dwarven Stoneworks is going to be used, and here we go. Cloudbreak. All the abilities of the Dwarven player have been used. We got Gimli and Gloin into the mineshaft. We got Dwarven Stoneworks as well. Lots of Work Riders with upgrades. Heal is there. Really good axe throw, the greatest axe throw that you can think of. But Lurs is over there, back waiting for the Gimli and Gloin to appear near the fortress, trying to take down the Citadel. More and more Work Riders. Maybe there will be Slayer. Yes, there is a Slayer. Oh, there is also the Lures. Is he going to pin this Gimli? Gimli is going to leap towards the Citadel. And Mighty Catapult may be used. Large Mighty Catapult is going to be used into the fortress, dealing a little bit of damage. It's gonna deal that much damage. Undermind as well to put those units in motion, rebuild on the Citadel as well. And the Isengard got to retreat. There's almost heal for the Isengard player, and almost 25 power points for Dragon Strike also. And we'll see how it goes. No resources though for Isengard. That's weird. With all those abilities, no resources. Not enough resources for the units that he would like to see over there. But the 2 Uruk pits has been taken down. The Whitesman, the Men of Dale appear on the battlefield, and they will also deal some damage. There are 3 siege works over there for the 4 siege works for the Isengard, as he's going for ballistas. In the meantime, some towers expansions for the Citadel that have been summoned by Dwarf. Dwarven Reach is almost available, and we are waiting. We are waiting just for those 25 power points for the Isengard player. And Dwarven Reach has been used by the Dwarf. He knows the situation over there. He realized that there are lots of ballistas that would like to take down his fortress. There will be a half warriors trying to be taken down by the Berserker. Krama has been used. There is a Palantir and heal also. 25 power points for Isengard, and there is another Shadow Hammer killing lots of units, as we can see. Tons of units being killed, lots of them low on health, to be picked up one by one. And there is a Dragon Strike. There is a Dragon Strike, and Gimli is going down. Look at his health. I think heal has been used, but it doesn't matter. Majestic Dragon. Looks great, I got to admit. And the siege works are going down. How about Dwarf? Dwarf only got one mineshaft here in the back. Of course, the undermine and the citadel near the fortress of his opponent. Also, the Hall of Warriors in front of his opponent's base. But isn't going to be enough. There are two ballistas still in the game. Berserkers are dealing damage from the back and they will be able to pick it up. There is a ram actually. A really nice play. There is no rebuild, no power points for the dwarf at the moment. And it seems that it's going to be harder and harder to push it back. There is nothing that he can do. Completely zero. There is also the Saruman on the battlefield. He's on level 1 though. The towers are going down. Is the archer range going down? There will be a rebuild though, I think, available. And an axe throw is going down. The expansion over there. Ballistas also. The ballista is not going to deal more damage, it seems. But the dwarf is still moving forward for some reason. Still trying to deal more damage. Two Uruk pits over there. There are also the barrage. Hobbit Lion summoned Saruman on his own against... No, you don't want to put Saruman on level 1 against Gloin. That's something that you would like to avoid. But still, no command points. Oh, we got Westman of Dunland over there, so it may work out. Now, Dwarf doesn't have units. Shadowhammer. All those units are getting down, and Saruman got to retreat. Oh, Saruman low on health. There is a Palantir. There is a heal as well as devastation to stop those units from moving. Work pit is going down. Both got lots of power points, but now the Isengard got the upper hand. He got more units on the battlefield and he is economically better. Of course, his heroes are not that tough as the dwarven one, but as we can see, he got to be used over there. There is a cripple, there is the undermine trying to save this Gloin. But it's not going to happen. There is a almighty lures and he's going to end his life for sure. And Barrage is not going to help you save him. Maybe the units will be killed, but it doesn't matter. There are lots of Urukais over there with upgrades already. And lots of resources still for the Isengard, lots of Uruk pits as well. And actually they're everywhere, so it doesn't going to help you either. Saruman level 2 with a fireball. The mineshaft is going down. Less and less units for the dwarven player without the upgrades, while his opponent got the fortress, got the upgrades, got the resources, devastation, fuel of fire all the time. Give it a time and it's going to kick the ass over there. And this is actually what's going to happen, I guess. The builder been chased by the Saruman, only fireball may stop him and kill him, actually. There is the citadel, of course, that may deal a significant amount of damage. Mighty catapult not available yet, but the stoneworks are here. We'll see if Lurs, with the help of Urukais, is able to take down the fortress. I don't think so. He needs something more. He needs some more units. There is a cloud break. Are they going to be Frozen Rain? 16 power points. Maybe we'll see the Frozen Rain later on. he doesn't necessarily need it, but definitely is useful. But no, that's it. That's it. Gludermaster will not see the Frozen Egg. Gludermaster decided that it's over, that he doesn't have resources, that he doesn't have command points and the army to push back the Isengard with fully economy expanded base. 1k command points, definitely really nice, a really long, really nice game over there. 3 fortresses went down, if I counted correctly, at least 2, and all of them for Isengard. He really put up a really good pressure to keep his opponent in bay, and that's why he won the game. A really good game by both the players, a really good Clone War match. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoy. See you soon, and feel free to subscribe and follow on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.